Hey Taurus, thanks for stopping by. All right, let's get into it. Hey Taurus, all right, so it looks like, I'm not sure if this was work or it feels like work. Let me just take a look because I'm getting a few different things here. Okay, so this could have been in work or with friendship. It really could be anything, but it feels like, it almost feels like somebody is trying to get back at somebody for something. It's like they're very focused on it. This feels very ego driven. It almost feels like sabotage. So I don't know if this is you or it was done to you. The other thing I'm getting is it's almost like you were aware of somebody's intentions, and you essentially sabotaged whatever they were intending to do, and you came out on top. So I don't know if either of those resonate with you. Let me just take a look. Okay. I feel like you're wanting to move away from something in the past. It comes down to, a choice. Like, if something like this happened, it's kind of like, how do you proceed? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like you really have much of a plan moving forward. I don't know. It just feels like you're going to, like, trust your emotions in some way. Or, like, as you move through whatever happened, you're paying attention to your emotions. If this is about dating or relationships or whatnot, I feel the same. It's almost like, especially dating, it's like you're recognizing someone's intentions. And if this is about dating here, it's like, you have choices. I don't feel like you're moving forward with much. It's like you don't really have a plan. It's very similar to the work one. It's also possible with dating, because you were picking up on intentions, and it's like it's almost like you had the upper hand, and you were very focused on this, but it could have led you to like a relationship or meeting someone who like didn't have a plan or something like that. Okay, let's move on to the future. Also, I just want to thank everybody who has like, shared, and subscribed, and those who have left comments. It just helps me. It just lets me know, that the messages are resonating. Also, all of my readings are timeless, so feel free to peruse. And I would recommend watching your sun, moon, and rising just to see what resonates. Okay. All right, so in the future, there's this feeling of like not having everything that you need or want. It may cause like this little, I don't know, like almost feeling like you're not driven or something to move forward on something, or just taking a lack of action. But at the same time, you are moving forward on like this new path. But I feel like it's like, instead of focusing on whatever it is that you feel that you lack, you're focusing on what you actually have, like your stability, whether that's in a relationship or finances or job or whatever. It feels like it creates this new sense of stability, like where instead of focusing on what you don't have or something like that, you're seeing what you do have. Okay. Okay, and then you're gonna get your, interesting, you're gonna get your motivation back. This is so interesting. It feels like the things that have like done you wrong, or people who have done you wrong in the past. I don't know if it's this intention thing. Let me just get one more card. I almost feel like you're realizing this about your, yes, okay. So you can read people's intentions, okay? So I don't know how deep it goes, but it's possible, like, okay, for example, say on dating sites or in the workplace, like I don't know, people's resumes, you can read through the lines, or their pictures, you can pick up their energy. For those of you who might know what I'm talking about, okay, let's pretend you're dating, okay? So you're on a dating site, okay, and you're scrolling through pictures. You can see past the smile, you know, you can see past the profile spiel, whatever they're saying. So even though they're smiling and they're this, that, the other, it's like, you're like, oh, they're attached to someone. Or you might be able to pick up, like, I'm trying to think of examples. Like, let's say they have kids or something like that. Like, you know that they may not be like the best parent, okay? Or they are superficial, you know, or what have you. You're gonna pick up these things just from reading their profile and looking at their pictures. In work, in life, really, when you meet people, you know things. It's not just like, oh, they don't feel good, or they have good energy, or that you literally will know things about these people, okay? I'll give you an example or two. Okay, so at a company I was working for, they were trying to hire somebody, and I happened to be in the room during the interview. And they weren't going to hire the person because the person said that they would be leaving in, you know, like 6 months or something. And I said, they won't leave. You have to hire this person. They're super smart, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to leave. So they did hire them. And it's been years now, and the person is still there, okay? With dating, same thing. It would exhaust me to go on those websites because of everything I was picking up. So I started meeting these people, you know, meeting these guys to see if I was right, and I was always right. So that I'm getting this intention thing. Yeah, I think you might be clairsentient. So there's that, okay? So test it, I'm getting, like I did, because it will strengthen your trust in it. It's going to help you tremendously. Yeah, so there's something about when you meet people, or this or that, whatever the case is, you have to look past whatever is given to you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't attach yourself to the person immediately and things like that. So when they're talking to you, you can see past the words, past the smiles, past the everything, and you'll pick stuff up, okay? For me, I think because, you know, there's a certain level of integrity. So there's personal stuff I just don't pick up. You know what I'm saying? But if it's to protect myself, or, you know, in some way, then I'll pick it up. So, yeah. So it's nothing too crazy. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, but trust yourself with those nudges you get, okay? Or those things that cross your mind. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there's also something about, okay. Yeah, so you have to detach from like the mundane or something like that. Okay, so this is coming together now, you guys. So this whole thing about listening to your feelings and stuff, and the intention thing, there's something about letting go of like the 3D, okay? So instead of looking what's right in front of you, you have to start trying to see past it, okay? for whoever these messages is for. Hold on, let me just look at this. For those of you who are new, I have to touch the cards a lot, okay? Okay. So it's kind of like everything's going to come together when you're able to balance like the seen and the unseen, okay? There's something about attachments, which makes sense because when we're going through our day-to-day, you know, it's hard to discern certain things. So this is mostly just advice. It's like you have to detach from the material, you know. You have to, when you're driven, not be driven so much by like the material world, but try to use more emotion, which is so difficult. I get it. But it's like over time, you're going to start seeing these things because you're going to trust yourself and you'll be able to flip back and forth. Okay. Like it's stuff that's just going to happen. You don't even have to think about it. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get little hits though, trust them because they're guiding you. Okay. Yeah, because it's almost like you're not listening to the communication or something like that. But you have psychic abilities. So just, you know, it's a journey. It's not something you can just turn on like 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? You have to like trust yourself for it to really happen. So, so that's just something for you to work on. Okay. I feel like you're independent. You're definitely an independent person. The things you've built in your life, I feel like you've done a lot of it by, you know, like on your own, or even if you're like, you know, with somebody, it's like you have contributed quite a bit to, you know, the material wealth and such. There's this feeling of either not feeling lucky or like a timing thing, like timing. Like it might feel like when there's a ton going on, it's like you're so busy and you have so much to do, and that's when things kind of like ramp up or something for you. And then when there's like nothing going on, it's like you don't need the rest. There's something about that. I'm not really sure. I feel like you take things in stride though, you know. Even when things get crazy, it's like, yeah, it can be annoying, but at the same time, it's like you just do what needs to be done. Yeah, and here's this again. There's definitely something about intentions or, I don't know, like other people's intentions. So this was a great reading, you guys. Okay, so for the oracle reading, I'm going to fast forward through the shuffling because it just takes so long. And I'm only going to read like the first paragraph, okay, you guys? All right, you guys got 2, so we're going to keep them. Number 38 is theater, participate, challenge, co-create, and contend. Okay, and the other one is number 6, medium, culminate, consult, connect, convey. All right, so we'll do the theater first. The Greek god Apollo personifies music, poetry, art, archery, healing, sun, and light. He guides you to explore your own unique artistic gifts. Authentic, creative, and intuitive expression is your soul singing. Life's a stage, so play your part with real spirit. Okay, and number 6, medium. A challenging journey is coming to an end, and your long-awaited closure is near. All right, you guys. Well, listen, I hope that helps someone, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.